All right, peace, YouTube. What's going on? We back with another trending hot topic commentary show where we do all the latest and hottest reaction and reviews. I'm your host, N Lynch. Let's talk. All right, so I got a good video from the famous Bijou Lay. She's a good Facebook friend of mine. She doing her numbers on social media. She does live streams. If y'all haven't tuned into her live streams, y'all I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all missing some real vital information, both male and female, because she let y'all know the real. She's from Philly, but she doing bigger and better things. So she moved on from Philly. She doing her thing. I'm trying to see if she come back to YouTube because she does have a YouTube page, but she hasn't really been doing anything on there. Like I said, she's doing other things on social media. So, but she's real good at in her conversations and her discourse. So I want to do a review, a reaction video to this video that she did titled "All Black Men Don't Cheat," and I think it's a good topic of discussion if you ask me. So we're gonna dive right into it. But before we do that, make sure I hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I mean, what y'all waiting for? Like the video. It costs you absolutely nothing, and push the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you'll be notified every time I upload the latest and greatest. So if you already done that, let's dive right into this video and see what she talking about.
So, you already know how I'm coming when it comes to the men in general. But, nah, we're not about to sit here and make it seem like because Derek got exposed, start your bullshit. Nah, it ain't no bullshit, I promise. It just, we're not about to sit here and act like because Derek got exposed for his situation that all black men cheat. Like, that would be an unfair statement to make. There's too many people out here that's excited and happy that he got caught cheating, which is weird to me because that's not something that we should be glamorizing or even happy to see a situation like that. It's nothing to be proud of. So, for me, when I'm saying that it's still good men out here, it's because I know that there's good men out here that don't cheat on their wives or girlfriends for that matter. But don't be so quick to be hyped to push the narrative that black men just can't be faithful, because that's not true.
Alright, so I'm pause right there for a second to give my thoughts on this. So apparently, as y'all might see, she's talking about the whole Derek Jackson situation. So this is a throwback video from when Derek Jackson first got exposed from, the infamous Tasha K here on YouTube. But just the same, this video still goes hand in hand with the time. Like this topic discussion, it's timeless. It can go throughout the time because all black men don't cheat, just like we know all women don't cheat. And I think that a lot of people get it confused, especially here in this sector, in the manosphere. They look at real pill content and they look at all the men, making these videos and having these discourses, and they view us all as like MGTOWs, incels, things of that nature. And it's not really about that. It's about accountability, one, and it's about having these conversations, because if we don't have them, then things are going to keep being pushed the way they are, and we're never going to get anywhere. Like, think about it. Look at the marriage rate, especially us as black people. Like, we can talk about this stuff abroad, but I always like to stick close to home in these type of situations, in these conversations, and talk about us as black people, as melanated people, and we are losing. We're behind. Now, it may be behind all across the spectrum, but us here as black Americans, we at the bottom of the totem pole. So, like, even like and like, this is no knock to them or nothing, but even like Mexicans and all that stuff, like the people, like the immigrants that comes here to this country, even their marriage rate is better than ours. Like because they understand, they understand that it's about a family unit. So, yeah, and as far as the whole I remember when Derek Jackson the whole thing came out because I made several videos about it, and there was a thing where there was a lot of women online making all these videos, like yeah I told y'all blah 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 black men not faithful, you got this love guru and all that, and it's like dudes was telling y'all about this man before, and y'all wouldn't listen. So now that y'all feelings hurt, you want to try to put it on everyone, and that kind of shows value. That shows the character of you if you try to put everyone in one category. So that's just my point of it. But let's continue and see what she's talking about.
I don't believe that. I've met some good men. So, yeah, I'm just speaking up for those that I know do right by their women. Yeah. Yeah, and tell me, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to sit here and make it seem like there aren't people that's doing wrong, but don't overshadow the people that do right either. That's all I'm saying. You're entitled to your opinion. You have every right to feel how you feel. But yeah, that's why I said we're not going to sit here and act like there aren't men in general that cheat, but don't just push the narrative that black men just can't be faithful. Like as soon as Derek got exposed, they mentioned Russell Wilson. I'm like, what we bringing him into it for?
I remember that.
Russell, he's not sitting on a platform. He first of all, he never even branded himself as a man that's faithful and do no wrong, and his woman is the apple of his eye, just to turn around and do what Derek did. Like, so to sit here and put Russell in the category like, oh, they think he next of being exposed, I don't believe he will.
And that's something too that I want to talk about because I remember that whole situation too, and it became like some whole campaign on the so-called nice guys because they like I did this so-called because Derek was the so-called nice guy as far as these ladies is concerned, but like real dudes, we already knew what it was hitting for. But I remember when all that stuff transpired, they was like, all right, well, who's gonna be next? And people was talking about Russell Wilson. They was talking about other people too. Like people was talking about Will Smith, and look what's going on with Will Smith now. Like, and it's not even him; it's the other one. But they were talking about Will Smith. They were talking about Russell Wilson, and just saying like none of these dudes, like basically just trying to say like none of these dudes who's supposed to be nice, supposed to be good men aren't. It's all a facade. Like sooner or later it's gonna come out that they doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, all that. And it's like, all right, but everyone is not like that. Why you keep trying to put everyone in the same box? And if you feels that way, then what does that say about you? Like, what did that say about the type of people that you attract in your life? Because I can tell you for a fact that it seemed like at a point I was attracting a lot of not shit people either. And I had to start reassessing myself and like, damn, well, what is it about me? Why I keep attracting all these not shit people. So I'm in a process of just like falling back and reevaluating my life, getting my life together, doing my thing, through various other means and everything, and just trying to like build. So I have awareness that I have a part to play in all this. A lot of other people seem like they don't. It's just like they're oblivious to the whole situation. It's like, it's you and it's not me, and that's not always the case. But I'm gonna digress on this. It's nice guys out there. So all that whole Will Smith, Russell Wilson stuff that they was talking about, even if it does happen, thus far nothing came out. So let's continue.
I should have. Right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on you as a person. If you're a loyal person, you gonna do right. You know what I mean? If somebody do you wrong, it's not for you to be like, oh, this motherfucker did me like this, so I'm gonna do him like that. Because what does it doesn't solve anything. They need to start pushing to narrative of being faithful? Why is it always foul? Exactly my point, cousin. Yeah, like, why is it okay to put this narrative out here like black men just can't do right by women? That's not true. Or y'all quick to say that black men, they do right, but they'll do right by a woman that's not black. They'll do right by an exotic woman or a white woman. And again, that's not true.
Very not true at all. I'm gonna chime in on that part because that's not true at all. Because I hear that stuff too. They're like, yeah, black men, y'all only y'all go outside, y'all race and do all that stuff. And it's like for the men that does go outside, they race. You gotta think of the reason why they go outside. Like look at them, look at their personalities, look at their characteristics, and ask yourself, why do you think that is? That they would go outside the race to seek some type of happiness and peace. Think about the stats. Think about them, and then think about the type of people that they may have interact with, and think if they, what's the term they use? They match up. They equal yoke with each other, because a lot of times those type of men that goes out with white women, a lot of times they looked at as noodles, as weirdos, as clowns, as soft beta men to a lot of these black women out here. So if you think that black men are just doing that with white women, then you gotta think about what that is. I mean, that's not necessarily true because it's not true at all. Like, because it's only a small minority that does that transfer over. Because like, I'm on this channel, I always talk about numbers and stats. So if people try to use that, then I like the people to try to actually look up the stats and numbers and see who does that, because majority of black men stays with black women. But since we try to use that, okay, then I play devil's advocate. All right, for those that does do that, the majority of them, because some of them just want to be with white women. I understand that. They just probably think that white woman is better. They may not like themselves, may not like black people. We get that. Like I said, everybody not the same. But most of those guys that do cross over, it's because of hardships and turmoil with their own kind, basically. Let her finish, and then I'll end it off.
Good morning. My day is going great. I just wanted to address that. Don't be so quick to talk down on black men and want to be. Oh, don't get me wrong. The black men that knew that, or men in general that knew that Derek wasn't who he said he is. I mean, pay attention to those men that are hype and happy that he got exposed, because they're exposing themselves. You get what I'm saying? Those men are exposing their energy and the type of men that they either are or were. So if you know you ain't shit, and then you recognize that Derek wasn't shit, what does that say about you? Now,
alright, so I'm gonna end it right there. Okay, so this is the part where I gotta disagree with her. Like I said, I don't fully disagree with everyone. That goes for her too, although I'm a big fan of hers. But this part, this is where we can agree to disagree, because like I said in the beginning of the video, that a lot of those men, now maybe she's talking about a different level, because maybe she's talking about the men who were like super hype and excited and all that stuff and was like, yeah, I told you, da, 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 all that stuff. Then all right, fair, I'll give you that. But for just people who just were saying like, nah, bro on some other stuff, bro capping, he all cap. This is not real. This is not how men do, because he was like, Derek Jackson saying some off the wall stuff, like basically women can kind of basically do whatever she want, look whatever way she want to look, and get whatever type of man she feels though she deserve. And we all know that that's not reality. So we like, bro, all cap. And we know this. So some people was like trying to make videos and say all that stuff. So it's basically real recognize real, game peep game. I say that all the time. That's a broken record of mine here on this channel. So that's the only part where I disagree with her. Everything else, solid. So but yeah, this is the infamous Bijou. I suggest y'all follow her on social media. I'ma leave her name in the description so y'all can go look her up. And she be having some good topics, man. And tell her I sent y'all over there too. if y'all decide to go follow her anyway, tell her let's talk. Told you to come by. But let me know what you think. Drop your comments down below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification icon. And I will see you on part 2. Peace.